I was born during the first Liberian Civil War. Because I wasn't allowed to go to school, a lot of girls in my community educated me. So these are girls who also had their education disrupted. In Liberia, we only have 2 seasons, rainy seasons and dry season. So during rainy season, whenever we rain, it would get very muddy. So we will learn to write through the mud. We left war in Liberia only to experience another one in Sierra Leone. While in Sierra Leone, it was my first time going to school and it was the best experience of my life. While the war became worse in Sierra Leone, we came to the US as refugees. And being exposed the first time to racism, people explicitly telling you, I don't want you in front of my house. We also had a lot of people who supported us. The church we were going to would help my parents sometimes take care of the bills. My parents value education because coming to this country, their degree from the continent didn't mean anything. They had to start all over again. So they understood that education, in a way, is a social ladder. I went to a women's university in Texas. I had a lot of professors talked about the importance of critical thinking, giving back to societies. And so that led me to start thinking about the Peace Corps. Going back allowed me to see how things actually is for people. It was important for me to communicate with my female students specifically. Yes, we were born on a continent that girls are not encouraged to excel, to go to school. Parents don't invest in their education development. But even if they don't, you can on your own. By working hard, by being open, I'm also encouraging my male students to come into that conversation. It's important to understand that they have sisters and mothers and their future wives who need to be educated, who need to succeed professionally as well as personally. The Peace Corps made me interested in international development. So I came to TC specifically because I love the work that Professor Oren Pismoni-Levy does, because he does a lot of quantitative research. And then Professor Gita Sino-Kanzi, her class about international comparative policy and how we should think about society and people instead of just the system, but how people look within the system. And Human Rights in Africa class with Professor Garnett Russell, looking at international policies related to education for refugees, education for immigrants, education for minorities, education for women. Currently, I'm working with a school in Sierra Leone on their curriculum. In December, I'm going back to do teachers training, and I'm going to start laying the foundation in the sense of talking to people within the community about building a school. I am interested in my continent being self-reliant and investing in itself and its people. I want to use all that I've learned at TC, which I feel has laid the foundation for that understanding, and transition that to the continent.